Okay, in all fairness, this time I wasn't talking. I was sending a text back. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I can hear you. Okay, yeah. When I came back, I wasn't talking. I got checking. I should have said, "Hey, I'm checking something," and knowing that I was coming back from a technical problem. Um, I don't know why. The last couple of days, TikTok has just been. Yeah, Terry, I feel you on that one. They've just been dropping the sound at random times, and like some can go out and come back in and get it right back and never lose it. Some get it and then lose it again, and so I guess we will. We'll just keep talking until we lose it again. So, did everybody get the update there at the end? Yeah, we're trying to get the room money. The latest update puts us at $75. Um, Chipping away at it. We are we're 265 away. Um, but I'm very grateful for the 75 that we got. Very grateful for all the help we're getting. Um, I'm just afraid we're going to run out of time. No, no, I've got 75. I need 265. Um, the one that does nightly um, is it's a Holiday Inn and it's about 240 a night. So I can pay for a night there and half a day for what I can get a whole week for here. Yeah, I do take accountability for what's going on in my life. Yeah, nights really do start being more expensive. If I can keep the by the week, that's the way to do it. Here is definitely the way to do it because it's cheap. If a room comes open, somebody's going to be in it, and it's going to be um, who knows when you're going to get lucky and get in it and get back into place. It's clean. It's nice. It's not rowdy, um, and it's cheap. So yeah, for me to stay here the week, I've got to pay for the week. Um, Y'all didn't lose sound again. That's me looking at something. Yeah, Kimberly, that's the deal here. It's like houses have gotten so expensive and apartments have gotten so expensive. If people can find a hotel for, and eventually this price will drop down even more once we get past, paying the taxes at a certain time. After a certain time staying here, they don't charge you the taxes anymore, so we won't be paying on those. So we'll be a little better off. Um, so when people are getting in places that are like hotels that are $1,300 a month and they've got everything, versus an apartment they're paying $1,300 a month on, and they still got to pay their utilities. People are being priced out of homes. God bless Carolyn. Let me tell you, in Dyersburg, I filled out an application. It cost me $100. Filled it out, and they said, "Now, if you get approved, we're going to need the first month's rent, the last month's rent, the deposit, a pet deposit per pet, and none of your deposits are refundable. Like just flat out telling you up front, we're not giving you your deposit back." I was like, God, well, that's okay. How much is rent? $1,100. Okay, so we're at 2,200. First and last month, 2,200. What's the deposit? $1,100. Well, now we at 3,300. And then guess what we gotta do? We gotta pay $150 to have Juju. So we're at 3,450, and then we're counting $100 I just paid you for a application. So we're at 3,550 before we've even turned on gas and electric and water. Tennessee, they're allowed to rip you off. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm typing. I'm sorry. Tennessee does suck, and I'm telling you that $1,100 was in the bad side of town. I mean, $1,100 for a place called Future City. It's you know it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Uh, we've got a friend has said that his next re-signing on his lease, he's probably going to get a house because he would be his rent on his apartment uh, would be as much as a house on his next re-signing. So, and he makes good money, and the only reason staying afloat in his house the way he is, or his apartment, is because he took in a roommate. Yeah, so yeah, I understood exactly what you meant by that. Yeah, people are buying homes now, cheaper. We know somebody right now that's buying a home and they're only paying $200 more a month in their mortgage, being first time homeowners and stuff. Um, you know, they're only paying $200 more a month mortgage than they was rent. So why shouldn't they, buy a house? Because you know, but it's like I know somebody else too who's, hey, they decided I can't keep paying all these bills at this house. I'm working in the city. They have an extended stay. I'm supposed to get me a room there. And their extended stay is super nice. It pays like 1,500 a month for it, but he has a living room, he has a little kitchen, and he has a bedroom, bathroom, all separated. Courtyard. He doesn't have to worry about cutting grass. He doesn't have to worry about um, utilities. He doesn't have to worry about Wi-Fi. All right, Annie, you be safe. Have a good one. You know, hey, Mayhem. So didn't Annie say she was an ER nurse? I hope Annie has a slow night at work. Bella, what are you talking about? It's $50 a day. You highly doubt that price. Yeah, I hope she has a slow shift too. She says she was an ER nurse. I hope that's not eventful at all. I mean, you can doubt it all you want. I've seen how much he pays for it. So, I mean, you doubt all you want. I've seen how much he pays for it there. Yeah, see, that's what people don't understand. Like, it's not cheap to move anymore. I got that rude awakening back last year. It smacked me dead in the mouth that it is not cheap to move anymore. But guys, back on topic a little bit because we are running out of time and we are a long ways off. As if anybody could find it in your heart to help us out with this room, it would be a blessing beyond measures today. We are a long ways off from having it covered, but anything and everything gets us closer. And hey, it got cheaper for you on the awareness community. 265, I'm gone for good. So it just got cheaper for y'all. Somebody helped it make it cheaper on you guys. Y'all want me gone that bad? Man, drop it in the account. and that's being dead serious. Y'all ain't gonna do that. It's crazy. Everything's going up. It really is. Yep, I've left on my own a couple of times before, but come back because I was still being poked at every day. If I delete and gone from the app, then y'all should leave me alone then, right? If I'm not doing anything anywhere. Well, bye bye, Bella. We're not going to miss you. And you say you know them, but I mean, if you think about it, I have a better record of telling the truth than you guys do. I mean, y'all made up the lie about me being pulled over and not having tags, license, and insurance, but somehow or another, I still miraculously have my car. Uh, y'all made up lies that I'm still in Dyersburg. You made up lies that I've been spotted in Dyersburg. I haven't stepped foot back in Dyersburg since we left, but yet y'all seen me there. Um, a lot of stuff is said with what I think it is, and y'all all take it as truth. So my track record of telling the truth is a lot better than y'all's track record of telling the truth. But I'm the one who's the liar, and I'm the one who's got the shenanigans. Oh, what are we? 85 Irish were saying shenanigans. What'd you say about the? There you go. There you go. We got a job, Woody. Thank you. But I mean, they talk about how bad they want to run me off the internet. Hey, Janae. But here's your opportunity to say that you got Tim and Angela off of TikTok. Janae, how you doing? Hey, Penny, how you doing? Hey, Alabama Queen. Hey, Cyber. Yeah, the store is legal robbery, especially if you went to the grocery store. Thank you, Miss Hanners. You'll go start eating alone. Yeah, I mean goats do it. I don't know if that's a good defense or not, but Miss Hanners, I hope that we have the help we need before time, and we can thank everybody and gracefully get off here and go pay the room fees and take a mental break away from TikTok. We still need all the help we can get, guys. 265 away. The clock's ticking down. I know everybody's like, "Oh, he sounds just like this person. He sounds just like that person." Well, it's 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 what we're facing right now. I'm not even thinking about dinner right now. Janae's eating her front yard. Uh, Somebody asked what was everybody cooking for dinner. I said Janae's eating her front yard. She says they're going to start eating their lawn.
Well, at the moment, I'm eating some Great Value Doritos. Don't want one?
I don't know what they're doing outside.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little fiber eating, get you some tree bark. You got to keep yourself regulated. I tell you, the Great Value Doritos are a lot cheaper and taste just like regular Doritos. I actually think you get more cheese on them. Oh, we got Kimberly on here. She's the big spender tonight, cooking hamburgers, hamburger helper. She's using hamburger meat, so she's the big spender. Give me one of them chips. I'm gonna eat one chip in everybody's ear. Not in everybody's ear though. I really am. Definitely more seasoning on the Great Value brand. Funny story. You know, we throw them randomly all over the place. I got a buddy who will get a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, like the small bag. He'll never get the big bag. And I used to work with him, and he did this every day. He'd open up his Doritos, rip the bag where it would lay flat, and then go through the Cool Ranch Doritos and organize them from lightly seasoned to very seasoned. And that's how he would eat them. He would go back in and eat the Doritos from the light seasoned side all the way down to the most seasoned chip in the bag. Can you guess which employee I'm talking about? Probably the most awkward person we know. Who eats their popcorn one piece at a time because they don't want to drop any. Hey, Bella.
You know what I had made in a long time?
Dorito taco salad. Homemade green beans and friend cabbage. Bella, we ain't doing too good today. That's kind of the answer of the last couple of days. We are needing any and all help with the room. Um, so ain't nothing wrong with some good hamburger helper. we've been getting it, but the last time we went to the store, we couldn't afford the hamburger. We could just get the helper. I like tuna helper too myself. I'm gonna attempt to mute you guys. All right, I'm back, guys. We haven't had an actual really good home cooked meal in a long time. We use a hot plate, some in air fryers and stuff. So, oh, that's awesome, Kimberly. Guys, any help at all with the room? I know we talking about food and everything, but kind of go all the way around with conversation. But we really need to get some help on the room. So that's the top priority of tonight. We're running out of time with every minute that clicks by. So if anybody can help with anything at all, it's appreciated. So anything helps, guys. Anything at all. $5, $10, $20, $100, 754,923. All kinds of numbers. Can help us. Like I said earlier, hey, you can send me a cash app to insult me. Be rusty. We have. We're still having a few problems here and there. It's getting a little better. It's going to continue to get better. But unfortunately, today it's not better. It's probably the worst it's been in a while. Um, so we've got till about 6:30 to have the money for the room or to be out. Um, I've always talked to them. Always been good up here. We keep our room clean, nice to them when we need to talk to them, and they decided to work with me on a little extra time today. So I'm asking anybody who can to please help with anything. I mean, anything helps, guys. Um, so, but I'm trying to stay positive in the events of what's going on today. But it's a lot to ask in a short time to uh, ask it in. It's like Smokey and the Bandit. A long ways to go. Ain't much time to get there. Telling you, TikTok's been acting stupid lately. Kimberly, what do you mean you like the live hopping? I'm not understanding, so I'll ask. Yeah, TikTok is just stupid sometimes. I'm not understanding what you mean by live hopping. That's where it may be something really simple. I'm just not computing right now. Jesus, yo. Yeah, that does say hoping, doesn't it? Yep. See there, I told you I wasn't communing. This is what 2 hours of sleep gets you. I'm with you now, Kimberly. That was all me. Some reason my mind kept reading as hopping. Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what she means now, but it's like my mind was reading hoping as hopping. And I don't know why it was doing that, but some reason my mind was just went, why is she hopping the live? And I couldn't comprehend it was. Guys, I'm sleepy. 2 hours of sleep last night, and it wasn't concurrent, consecutive, whatever it is. Is it consecutive? Mm-hmm. Consecutive is at the same time, right? Concurrent is back to back. Because I used to read people's papers when they came into prison when I worked there back in the early 2000s. Anyway, there wasn't 2 hours that was grouped together. It was spaced out 30 minutes here, 45 minutes over there, 15 minutes here. Then my stomach started acting up. Then about 10 minutes before my alarm went off this morning, I was getting the best sleep I've had in a year. Okay, awesome. I'm telling you, I just can't remember stuff right now. I can't read the word hope. And I couldn't remember that to save my life. I had them backwards, didn't I? Concurrent is together, consecutive is back to back. Because we had one guy down there who was going to serve 262 years consecutive. But it was all his cases was broke up. He had 262 years to serve consecutive. And he was trying to get them where they would all run together. And he'd be out in 20 years. But the judge was like, no, they're going to run back to back. You finish one, you start the other. Yeah, that's when you get your best sleep is right before the alarm goes off. It's you lay down and the only thing you're sitting there is watching the wall and dreading the next day. You're just like, okay, that day's going to get here, and we're going to have to deal with so much crap. So we all should be laughing and cutting up and having fun and enjoying life. This ain't living it. I tell you, this just ain't. All right, Kimberly. Yeah, definitely go get you something about sugar is low. That's how mine does. It drops low on me. And my mental state is shot. My mental health is shot. Um, that's why I'm saying I'm dead serious to these groups. Because they keep trying to report it, I assure you that it is not Monroe. Other people have sent to it. Other people who's in this chat has sent to it. They just would like to stay anonymous. Uh, it should still let you send though if you want to, or maybe if you have Venmo or PayPal, if you want to try that. I know both of those are perfectly fine. Huh. Would you be willing to third party that? Maybe send it to somebody who has sent to me before, if they trust that scenario. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think because $50 would put us a lot closer. It would knock us down to 215 if that came through. Uh, well, when I say third party, it basically means like you would send it to, and just because she popped up and everybody knows that she helps us out, you would send it to Jesse and vibes there, and uh, then she would send it to me and guarantee it would be sent to me. Mila, no, we don't need any help with food. We need help with the room. We're good on food. Our problem we're having talking to. They're getting better with these bot names and stuff. Maybe try to send like $1 the first time. It might let it send through. Um, Say I could request it from you, but then you would have to put your CA on here, and I would not advise you to put that public. And Jesse, I was just using you as an example. If you didn't want to do that, I understand. Didn't we block an Easy's backup last night like 3 or 4 times? I don't know. I just don't want to take you for granted on that. It would help, but who knows? Put in the CA first, and I'll DM you one. Sounds pretty simple, don't it? Uh, Jesse, would you go DM that last person who said and see if you catch a vibe? They may need your help if you don't mind. I can't. Angela doesn't have TikTok on her phone anymore, so I can't. The best thing she did was take it off. They said $50 for a valid recent pay stub. Send it to CA. You'll get one. It won't have where I'm working at, but it have my name on it. Me, because I would black out where I'm working at. Send 25, and I'll send it, and you can send the other 25. But that's not what happened. I feel like we're just getting messed with. I mean, I could be wrong, but it happens so much lately. Mm-hmm. That was the stuff. Uh. Guys, I'll be right back. My neck just popped twice. Boy, it feels fantastic. Sure, anybody can say what they want. It's my option to keep them here after they say it. But by all means, Bella, I'll read it when I get back. It is from people reporting it, trying to get it shut down. Bella, I'm not sure what as you said, may I say something? And it went through. I don't know what you said. That is strictly from people reporting it. Uh, so, yeah, I just had somebody send money not long ago on it, like on this live, or maybe the live before this. One person sent 10, the other person sent 5. And that's where all my money is at that I have. Okay, yeah, I see that now. Yeah, it's usually if it's being reported like that, it gives you the option to back it out, and then it gives you the option to hit continue and go on. But if the person decides they don't want to do it because they've seen that, hey, that's their decision. That's fine. It's their money. But I've never seen it not give that option to one person and give it to everybody else. So, so I don't know. I don't know. There's just, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I have people coming here all the time too saying, hey, I tried to send you this and it didn't send, or hey, I sent you this and they never sent a thing. A person in here earlier told me she's ever done chargebacks. I don't know what a chargeback is. Can you explain to me a chargeback? Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. You know, I don't know. I have so many people do negative things on here. It's like you instantly go to the negative thoughts now, and I hate that. I really do. It's not the type of person I am. Yeah, it does. Les, if that was you that had 0 followers and 0 following, you got blocked because that's how the trolls come in here. You know, that's how they come in. That's how they start. That's usually a key sign that we kick people like that at the door because 99% of the time it is a troll. But no, we're fine on food. What we're needing help with is the room. It's the room is what we need help with. So, excuse me. Tamara, it's One of these days, you're gonna ask me that question, and I'm gonna be like, "It is going fantastic. The world is great, and everything's good." But unfortunately, it's not. We're not. It's going. It couldn't go worse. It could, and let me change that. It could, but it's going pretty damn bad. Put it that way. Kiwi, I've done wanted to talk to them. They gave me some extra time today, and that's kind of it. If I don't have it by the time they gave me, I'm at their mercy to to put me out, and they done said that I got to have it by this time, or you know we go back to the car. Tamara, I hear you. I slept about 2 hours last night. Uh, I slept for about 2 hours last night. I haven't had an energy drink since we moved out of Dyersburg. That's been right at 7 weeks ago. Um, Unfortunately, I have not been able to go to the gym since we moved out of Dyersburg. Um, so, I mean, I'll take a bunch of dollars. I mean, let me tell you, got a dollar? Got a dollar bill? Oh no, it's you say good for me. It's not because I wanted to stop drinking energy drinks. It's because I just don't have the money. Damon Darling,
I said that.
Tamara, I got Angela hooked on Damon Darling. Hey, got a dollar bill? Hey, calm down there, Meemaw. I think I did a pretty good voice of him. Uh, and but that is great that I seen on your snap that you was cutting out the sugar. I didn't know the vape too. Uh, um, don't take this the wrong way, Tamara, but I wouldn't want to hang out with you for a few days. Um, so how's your carb intake going to be during this? Low carb, high protein. Okay, so you're still keeping some carbs. So you if you'd have been cutting carbs, sugar, and vape, I wouldn't even answer you when you came into the chat. Remember that time I cut caffeine and sugar at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
I decided I was going to go cold turkey on caffeine and sugar, and this is back when I was like 4 or 5 Mountain Dews at work, and after about 3 days of it, Angela comes into the house and she's like, "Here, take this, go somewhere, and don't come back to your normal." It was a 24-ounce Mountain Dew and a king size Reese's Fast Break. Y'all should go give Tamara a follow. I tell y'all, she's on point with her fitness stuff. Uh, we kind of ran across each other in a live one night, and we kind of that's where we clicked the most at because I was going to the gym pretty steady. She was going to the gym pretty steady, and she puts out a lot of good content. So, little shout out. I tell fast break's my number two. The zero bar is my number one. And see, you can have all the zero bars you want because they have nothing in them because they're called zero. 0 calories, zero sugar, zero carbs, right? You never heard of Zero Bars? Oh my god. When you decide to take sugar back in, I don't know how long your cut's going to be. Find you a Zero Bar. I'll be waiting on the text that says thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Sometimes I do need to be whipped back onto the topic. We've got till 6:30, and we need 265. So we get talking about food so easy on here. Zero bars are so good. Don't believe me when I say they have no sugar and all that in them. They are loaded with sugar. What is it, like a soft, creamy nougat covered in white chocolate? Yeah. Yeah, but don't get one going, hey, Tim said from TikTok that this has zero sugar and zero calories because you'll be wired for 220. That'd be the next thing. Tim lied about zero bars. Guys, I got to mute you guys for one moment. Jesse, are you in here? Okay. I was wanting to make sure there was a mod in here before I muted and went to the restroom. Because, if I turn my back on these trolls too long, this chat would be filled up. So I will be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Back in the New York groove.
Yeah, I had to go to the restroom, and I didn't think y'all would care to hear that. Um, I do try my best to be polite and mute it when I have to go to the restroom. I have seen people take their phone into the bathroom with them on live. Oh, Mary Queen, Queen. Oh. Choo Choo's got a new nickname. Her new nickname is Bean Bean. I don't know how she feels about it. Uh, Bean Bean cold, Mom. Thank you, Bella. We're trying. If we can, if a miracle can come across and we can get the rest of the help on this room, I think we'll have a great night because there'll actually be some relief on us. Mex, the only update that I can give right now is we're still $265 away from it. So yeah, it's still a very long way to get there. Chatty Cathy, it is our uh, rent due on our hotel room today. If we don't have it paid in about 2 hours, we are going to have to pack up all of our stuff and live in our car. So that's the situation that we're at. So I'm asking anybody if they can help any way at all. I mean, anything helps. Anything that gets us closer back to, or closer down to that goal of, you know, we do still have the pup. She's sitting in my lap right now, shivering. Will you hand me that Rainbow Bright cover? Let me cover her up with this Rainbow Bright cover. When Angela's not feeling all that well, it's pretty smart to get the room as cold as we possibly can without just shivering. Um, she it does her better and everything. But then Juju is like, I'm a little bitty thing. I get cold.
Yeah, it don't take much for her to be cold.
Everybody's saying they hope you feel better. Down south says she's praying for you. Mex says she hopes you feel better.
I appreciate it.
Bean is sitting up here in my lap now, wrapped up in a blanket. Oh no, that's horrible. Well, we'll be praying that your lupus settles down. Jesse says, "Feel better, wifey." Here,
What?
Jesse says, "Feel better, wifey."
Thank you.
That's crazy. If, I wish we had some tea. To be truthful with you, so
What?
with some tea, but we don't have any type of tea like that. We just and she used the last of the coffee creamer this morning.
I know.
And I didn't even get a cup of coffee today. That's crazy, Chatty. It is crazy.
I do love hot tea.
Yeah. Hot tea before bed. I like a good hot toddy. Thank you, down south. But we definitely need a big push right here, guys. I don't know if we're going to get it. I'm prepared for the worst. I'm praying for the best, but I'm absolutely prepared for the worst. So, oh, she's the bigger coffee drinker than I am. So I was like, you use the rest of the creamer. Down south, I appreciate you cheerleading for us in here today and encouraging. I really appreciate that. I'm just sitting here looking at the time and the numbers and how long it's taking me to get to 75. That I just, oh yeah, 100% no. They gave me till 6:30. Oh, I understand what you're saying now, guys. I'm tired. It's taking me a minute to kind of register what everybody's saying. No, we have to pay for the week to keep the room. So, um, going to a pay by the day, I can't even afford that at this point with $75. I can't afford to pay by the day. Um, it's the cheapest pay by the day next to where we're at. Or this isn't a pay by the day now though, so it's 245, 265 is what we got. This 245, I think what we got is what we need. They're going to take that. Watch, guys. If I am so sleepy. I slept 2 hours last night. I was up since yesterday morning, dealing with this all day yesterday, all night. Up, you know, up all night not sleeping because I'm worried about it, and then up again this morning and all day today trying to figure this out and get some help. Man, that phone's got some power behind it. That ringtone scares me every time. Her ringtone scare you guys? It's that initial. Oh, well, it scared me. Makes it no. It gets me every time. Like if I'm over by it, I just jump. Huh? Little princess, we here's the kind of reality of life is we've learned dealing with trolls and we've learned with losing hotel rooms and stuff that you stay ready to move. Um, so it's like it would legit take us 15 minutes to get everything, you know, back in the box it came out of, back in the bag it came out of, and then we've tried 211 so long ago, and this 211's a joke. It sends you to the West Tennessee Homeless Solution. They're horrible. And then it sends you to um, government housing, and we've been on that waiting list since July of 2024. So, Holly, I'm not for sure. I'm hoping the guy who's got the jack that I can use, because I've asked several people up here, and one guy was like, "Yeah, but it's in my wife's car." Um, you know, I'm waiting on her to get home from her job so he can let me get that jack. I'm not focused on the tire, guys. Y'all keep asking that I get enough to fix the tire. I'm not focused on the tire right now. I just got to change. I got to get somebody to bring me a jack so I can change the tire out for the spare, and then we'll worry about the tire in a few days. Right now, we're worried about. Um, we're sitting here with $75, and we're $265 short for the room. I think that's the math. What's 340 minus 75? 265. That's right. Two 340 minus 75. Is my math right on that, guys? So, but I don't know. Holly, that's a good question, and that's I told him, I was trying to get the money together, and I also told him I had a flat that I'm trying to get changed. So, Brandy, I can't pay for the night here. I got to pay by the day. I can't pay. Good Lord, what did I just say? I can't pay for the day. I have to pay by the week. I can't pay for the night. I got to pay by the day. That's what I said. So I have to pay for the week. It was Jody. I got very lucky. I went up and talked to him. We've always paid when we're supposed to. We take care of the room. We're clean. We're not loud. We don't cause any disruptions. So they're working with me a little bit on this to try to give me some time on it. Uh, but I don't know after if we don't have the money by 6:30. I don't know. It's like, can't pay just for a single day here. You have to pay for the week. J Double, the next one that pays by the day, the next affordable one. It's not affordable, but the next one that lets you do day pay is it's a Holiday Inn, and they charge a little bit over $240 for the day. Salvation Army doesn't help with hotel rooms. I've done tried them. They'll help you with utilities and food when they have food, but they won't help you with hotel rooms. Yeah, I'm in the one J Double that's pretty cheap. There's one more in a really really bad side of town. Um, that's it's got a 1 star review. Um, so that tells you how great that one is. But these places are staying so full that once somebody's out, somebody's in. And if you don't have your room paid up, then you might not have the room the next day. So this one is not really geared towards nightly travelers. This one is really geared towards people of the town who they don't have a place to stay. Um, it's kind of how the other one is. Hippie, I'm not for sure. I'm hoping they understand. I hope they give me a little leeway with that. But I'm also hoping that this guy's girl gets off work and comes home, and I get his jack, and I can go out there and switch the tires around. So, but that's the scenario right now, guys. I need a lot of help. A lot of help. I have to drive it until I can get another tire, and that'll be later on because right now the room is most important. So I'll definitely take all the prayer I can get. Guys, I appreciate the Priceline and Trivago ideas, but I'm in a small town with 4 hotels located in it. Um, actually, 2 motels, a hotel, and an inn is how it shows up. So it's the one I'm in, the 1 star hotel in the hood, the um, hotel over by the interstate. Well, no, it's not really interstate. Uh, than the big tourist trap one. So I have tanks. I got a guy. I just got done saying this. Like, Jesus Christ. The guy's girl gets off work at 5. When she gets home, or he thinks she gets off at 5, that's what he told me. But he's gonna let me know when she gets home, and gonna let me get the jack that he has. Like, I legit said that in between that and your last question. When you're sitting here and you ask the question and I answer it, and then you ask the question that was asked when you're still in here, you're not new people coming in. You're in here and you're just asking the same question over. If you didn't hear the answer because you wasn't in here, yeah, that's fine. But if you're plainly sitting in the chat and you heard the answer, and then you ask the question again. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what gets aggravating. I'm not going to sit here and keep answering the same question. If you're in the chat and you're not listening, this, I'm trying not. I'm trying not to get. It's just God. But sitting there, asked a question. I answered him. The very next question is what he asked me, and then he asked me the same question right after. He never left the room and came back. And then he asked, and I tell him, I asked people here at the hotel. One guy's he's got a jack. His wife's got the car. And then he turns around and asks me if I've asked anybody at the hotel. It's like, are you not listening? It's like, are you just doing that to be a dick? Because that's where I'm at some of this stuff with some people. I see somebody leave a room, come back in, and they come in after a question was asked. I'll answer it again. This guy was sitting here the whole freaking time. I appreciate the thought, Chatty. I'm at wit's end, and we'll push on the live as long as I can and hope for the best. At this point, I wish and pray that trolls are getting more creative with their names, Jesse. I'm trying to just kind of recenter myself here, guys. I try to figure out how people can go in and poke and pick at people who are going through problems. Like I don't understand that. Like I don't get that at all. Okay. No, I sure can't, Amanda. I sure can't. I wish I could. When I went up there and explained everything to them earlier about everything, they told me they'd give me the 6:30. I would have to pay it, or I would have to pack up. Uh, I'm gonna, I'm gonna give it one more. Excuse me. One more shot of asking them and seeing when I get closer to it, and be like, hey, if I give you this 75 on good faith, uh, would you be willing to? That's definitely a question I'm going to ask them. That's a really good idea. I believe if I was closer to that number, um, I believe if I was carrying them maybe 200, that would give me a better chance. You know, well, Jody, at least if they took that and they gave me an extra day to come up with it, then if I don't come up with it, at least it gave us a place to sleep tonight, and they've got money to cover the day. So, you know, so these AI summaries are hilarious sometimes. Hey, 170 people in here. If everybody sends $2, I've got it. Actually, that'd be too much. Everybody sent $1.50, maybe. Yeah, if everybody sent like $1.50, that'd be like $10 off. $1.65, just in case. That was just a joke, just Jen. It was just a joke. What is not a joke though, that if awareness wants to be gone so bad, 265 to the CA, and you'll never see me again on TikTok. Holly, I have I can't do a payday loan or a title loan because I can't get behind on stuff like that. So it's yeah, I did a title loan one time, and I said if I ever got out of it, I never would do another one. It took me forever to get out of it. I paid on that thing for 9 months before any money went to the principal. 9 months. I don't have my payment apps in my bio. If anybody wants to know what apps I'm using, you can tell me which one you would prefer to use, and I will tag you in it. I prefer to keep a couple of really good Bible verses um, in my bio, and hoping that somebody who might be having a bad day sees them, looks them up, and reads them, and it changes their outlook on things. I need to remind myself 18:1, Luke 18:1. That's what I need to keep reminding myself right now. Um, so, but I choose to put the Bible verses in there. That way, if somebody's having a bad day, they might see one, go find out what it means, and go, okay, I can get through this. I know exactly what you're saying, Bill. I think he was in here when we had the discussion earlier, and he said that they should be. Uh, that's what we was just talking about. There we go. Heart. Luke 18:1. Pray and never give up. I didn't start my day with that. Usually I start my day with Luke 18:1. Get out my I get out my daily devotional. I read that day, and then I end with Exodus 14:14. Detroit, we're not doing good at all. Yes, that's what I do. I do like to when I'm reading my daily devotional. When I have the time, I like to take out a physical Bible and read the verses it's given in there. Like it tell you, I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but it tell you it give you kind of like the summary or something, then it tell you the verse that it comes out of. I like to go look that up in the Bible, and because I'm trying to learn where things are in the Bible and that stuff. But on a lot of days, it's the daily prayer, your daily scripture on the Bible app, and I've started the Bible in a year 3 times, and I get into it and I'm good for about a month, 2 months, and then something will happen and I won't get to it that day, and then the next day, and then I'm trying to catch up. Nick, there's not. I've done called around, checking, trying to find some help. got we help with food when we have it, and utility bills when we have the fundings for that. And one place would help with rooms, but didn't have the funding. So, hey Jamie, how are you doing? Oh yeah, I've looked up some of the other plans and stuff on it. Hart. Uh, I looked up the one for anger. I definitely looked that one up. I've done that Bible study. Um, I've looked up quite a bit of their plans and used them, but I'm determined to make it through that Bible in the year. We'll be really good at the first year of it, though. The first 12 month of it. Mex, I do. I really do. I used to not feel that way. I'll be honest with you. Share this with you guys, and this is, I had moments in my life where I would come find the Lord, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm back doing the same crap that I always did, being the same Tim. And I lived that way for a long time. Then I wouldn't go to church for a long time. Then I'd go and catch fire. And then 2 or 3 weeks, I'm about church, about the Bible. Then I'll start fading out of it. During our hard time that we've been having, this is back last summer. Um, Imagine this: we didn't have the money for a hotel room. We was in a place that we could pay for by the day. Um, had most of it, didn't have all of it. I had to get out and try to figure out the rest of the money. Um, I was actually supposed to be working with somebody that morning to make the rest of the money, and I didn't have a vehicle at the time. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I got this story confused with another one. I didn't know where we was going to meet to work at. He never texted me, he never called me back. Kind of left me hanging. So he was just like, "Hey, leave your stuff here. If you don't have it by 3, come out and get your stuff." That's what the owner of the hotel said. I was I was going through a bad spiritual place. We had went to church with a few people. We have uh, caught fire a little bit and slid back off. And I sat there in that car. We parked at the YMCA in Dyersburg, the backside of it, and the old YMCA up on top of the hill. And I sat there, and nobody ever came to it because it was abandoned. Y shut down. So we'd go up there and park underneath the shade tree. There was a good breeze going. It was close to Salvation Army when they did plate lunches for lunch. Stick with me, guys. This is a long-winded story, but I'm about to get there. And we lost the room. We go to get a plate for lunch. They're out of plates. I think they had some kind of sandwich. They had one bag left of that. I made sure that Angela got that, so she ate. And we went to the hill, and we were sitting up there, and I broke down. I lost it. I lost every bit of it. I started crying, and I told Angela, I said flat out, I said, "Look," I said, "this fairy tale that we're hearing on Sundays is that it's nothing but," and I'm dropping F bombs like crazy. Uh, so just insert them randomly, and you'll be accurate to the story. I'm not going to do it now, but I was like, it's nothing but a fairy tale. This isn't real. It's just something that you taught growing up that you're supposed to do, and blah blah. I went on a long rant, and she starts crying, and she's like, she never lost the faith at that point. And I told her, I said, you know what? I said, if there's a Lord in the sky, if there's a God, a Jesus, if all that happened, if the Bible's accurate, show me something, because I'm tired of waiting on it. And I'm saying this very loudly, and I'm cussing very, very bad during all this. And I was like, show me something. Because if not, that MFer is as fake as a fairy tale. I remember saying that, wiping it, taking my glasses off, wiping the tears out of my eyes, put my glasses back on, and there's a white car driving up the hill. Nobody ever came up there. Car spins around the parking lot, parks right in front of me, and it's a guy named Bradley. Bradley is one of the most religious guys you'll ever meet. He's a great guy. He's led me through so much spiritually, and um, he did something for me that nobody else in the church never did. He never gave up on me. He's still to this day. He'll text me just to check on me, just to talk to me, just to see where I'm at spiritually and stuff. He's never gave up. But he walks over to the car and he was just like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" And me and all my glory, I'm just trying to lie my way out. I'm like, okay, we're just sitting here. I didn't want to tell him what I just said. I didn't want to sit there and tell the most religious guy that I know that I was just sitting there cussing Jesus. Well, he goes, Angela turned and looked right at me with this disbelief. Mad, I mean, I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, Tim, you're a good liar. He said, I can sell over your face. He's like, I never come up here lunch. He goes, on lunch break. He owns a local gym in Harrisburg. And he goes, I come up here and run these steps after I'm off work. He said, I'm trying to buy the old YMCA. And he said, but something told me today that I needed to come up here, that I was needed. And he sat there and he goes, I hadn't been on live. I hadn't talked to anybody. But he sat there and he looked at me. He goes, how much do you need for your room? And I told him. And he said, all right. He said, I'm going to run these steps. And then we're going to get the money for your room. He goes and runs the steps. And it's steep steps up the side of a hill. Where used to be the old middle school. You went down the hill. If anybody's from Dyersburg, y'all know what I'm talking about. It led down to the old gym, and then they tore it down and built a new gym. They never tore the steps out. Well, and I hope everybody's hearing me on this story because it's long-winded. He ran the steps. He came back. And he goes, follow me down here to the bank. And I got you guys. And as he's running the steps, Angela looks at me and goes, you know you didn't say anything to him about the room. Hey, Christina. And I was just like, yeah, I know. And she was like, you asked for it. And I was just kind of like, what do you mean I asked for it? And she goes, you asked for the sign. That was your sign. And it was at that moment I was just like, God listens. God listens. He's just waiting for us to listen to him and go, it's on his time, not my time. So, and I hope everybody heard that. Somebody give me a thumbs up or something if y'all heard that. Double tap the screen if y'all heard me talking. I hope I didn't cut out again. Okay, amen works right there. Thank you, Detroit. But that was when I was like, okay. Yeah, I get it. And I was still rough around the edges, still having to be roped back in. But I tell you, the thing that got me the most was I was walking out of Walmart. This is what's helped me the best. I was walking out of Walmart one day, and they had a men's recovery Um, oh, help me out here. Um, it was the church. It was a church. So it was Men's Recovery. Exactly, Detroit. I had it on the tip of my tongue before I went to say it. Anyway, they belonged to a church, but it was a group of men that they was in recovery from drugs and alcohol, and they was selling these little silicone bracelets, and it wasn't Celebrate Recovery. It wasn't that group. This was a bigger group from out of town. Um, they call themselves Men's Recovery. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. I'll think of it when I stop trying to think of it. But exactly, Detroit. Exactly. But I tell you that this is what's helped me the most in remembering things and everything was I picked up a bracelet. I don't like the color yellow. I don't like the color yellow. But I picked up a yellow bracelet and it was like, how much is this? And he goes, oh, they're $5. And I had $5 extra, and it was going to help men's recovery ministries.
Yeah.
I could not think of ministries to save my life. It was going to help fund other men's recovery, and I was just like, oh, here you go. I gave him a 10. I took 2 of them. I didn't look at it. I didn't read it. I did nothing. I got to the car, looked at it, and it was Luke 18:1. Always pray and never give up. Lord have mercy. It's hitting me hard right now. And that's been, didn't scare me that time. That's been the biggest source of keeping me on that path. They was called Men's Recovery Ministry. I've never seen them again in Dyersburg. I've never seen them anywhere else, but you know. But I put that yellow and blue at all colors. I don't like yellow. I like blue. I put that bracelet on after that day, and I wear it every day. I wear it so much that even when I don't have it on, I still have it on because I have a tan line. Janae, the most I know about them and could tell you anything about them is they was at Walmart that day. They said they have a recovery center. They told me where, but I don't remember where it was. It wasn't nowhere around Dyersburg. I'm wanting to say it was closer to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
They was set up there, and they was trying to raise money, and some great guys. I mean, I bought those 2 bracelets, and I was just ready to go on. They was like, "Can we pray for you real quick?" I'm like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And the prayer he led was, give them strength to follow your word, and seek you, Lord. That was, yeah, they do have them for women, but this one was just a men set up. Hey, Kayla. We always get distracted in here, ain't we? It's going to be flat, but I got to drink something. But guys, we are running out of time. I don't know. Mex asked if I thought God listens, and I just felt it on my heart to share that story. Listen, Kayla, it's been a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's been life held me down and said, kick them, starting last Wednesday. And it's been kicking ever since. So, but guys, if I'm desperate, I'm running out of time. It's 5:10. Unless Nikki is sweet. Happy Monday to you. It's not a very happy Monday here. Um, Thank you for the prayers there, Kayla. I'm sorry, Bean. I moved around too much. Bean's in my lap, all covered up with a blanket. And I moved around, and now she got mad at me. But any help with the room, guys, would be top notch right now, guys. It would be. I just don't. I gotta stop doubting. I gotta say I don't see it happening because it could happen. I gotta stop being negative, but it's so hard when it's like negative after negative after negative after negative happens. Uh, so we're $75. We need $265 more to keep the room for the week. If not, here in a little while, I am going to go back up there and talk to them. Y'all had some good suggestions to try to talk to them about it and see if maybe they would work with me a little bit longer, or you know, uh, yeah. Well, I've been needing it all day. It was actually a lot more. It was 300 when I started, and it's been off and on all day trying to get help, and it's only down to 265. So I appreciate all the help, though. I do. I do appreciate every bit of help I get. I appreciate all the gifts that was sent throughout the day. I appreciate the double taps. I appreciate the kind words. But I'm staring down the barrel of bad news. So it's a struggle that seems like it never ends. We just get little spurts of nothing going on. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm supposed to. That's the only other option we got. Shisha. I don't know how to. Shisha. Is that how you say your name? Shisha. Okay. I never get names right. Temperature tonight's going to be down into the 40s, and then by next week we're going to be back up into the high 80s. So it's I do work, and if you decide you don't want to give anything, that's fine, man. I'm asking anybody who decides they want to, if they can and they decide they want to, that's amazing. Thank you. I do work. I've just had some stuff come up this week that It was an emergency. It took over top tier of what had to happen. Uh, Nobody's forcing anybody to give me money. So if you decide you don't want to help, that's fine. Thank you for stopping in and chatting for a moment. If you want to help, you know, thank you for the help. I haven't got the tire fixed yet. The one person that I found here with the jack that was going to let me use it, because my other guy didn't show up and he stopped answering my text. Um, he, his wife, girlfriend, whatever she is to him, hasn't made it home yet from work. He said he'll come down here and get me as soon as she comes home. You know, because he's got a jack I can use. So we're hoping for the best on that. Thank you, Detroit. I appreciate that. It's they're going to get better. We just had a couple weeks there where we thought things was going to be really, really good, and it's just they was for a couple weeks, and then just kind of a little hey, too fast, come here type thing. That's the way I describe it. You know, like get your butt back here. So I don't work at Harbor Freight anymore. They're getting better with these names and stuff. They're actually getting smarter. They're progressing. So they're actually putting a real name on there and asking a legit question, but they're still a troll. But then some of them are just coming in here. They put it in their name because I'm trying to block the bad words they're saying. So they put it in their names so they can say it to me. Jamie, please answer them. Is your house big?
What?
I just keep seeing that same. Jamie, is your house big? Jamie, is your house big? So, Jamie, is your house big? I don't even know how that conversation got started. I just keep seeing Jamie, is your house big pop up. What's 639? I know. Anyway, guys, we're in the last hour and 11 minutes. Um, Definitely need a lot of help. So if anybody can help with anything towards the room, guys, uh, it would definitely help. Anything would help. At this point, I know I sound like a broken record. I feel like I'm beating a I can't. I better not say that. I feel like I'm spinning a tire in mud. There we go. Surely they can't violate me for that one. They would have got me for the other one I was about to say. Karen, we've got everything. Yep, there we go. Got me again. I need to start checking better. They should take pride they got me on that one. Catch me because I'm sleepy and aggravated. Can you buy me a tent for my curbside Walmart pickup? If you go buy me a tent, you can send me that money to go toward my room. I mean, let's just be honest about it. If you was going to offer to do something for me, you could send that to help me with my room. And having to put me closer to that. If we don't have the hotel, we stay in the car. So that's just we don't have a need for a tent. We don't have the hotel, we stay in the car. I don't have anywhere to set a tent up at if I've got one. So I appreciate the offer, but if he was genuinely going to help with that, you could help me with the room. So but state of Tennessee, you can't camp on public land. It's illegal. Mama 730, it would be, but getting started in them is the problem. The deposit, the rent, the utilities. Where with a hotel, I walk up there, I hand them $340 this week. I don't have to worry about it for another week. Okay. She can't stay in the car while I'm at work on the company's parking lot. So it's I said it earlier. It's like that avalanche or that snowball feeling. You see the snowball rolling down the hill, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Losing the room is the top of the hill. I'm at the bottom waiting for the snowball to run over me, I guess. Because we lose the room. Guess what we lose in that process? All the food that we have because we don't have nowhere to carry it. We don't have nowhere we don't have a microwave to put it in. We don't have this to. So we lose the food we got. So now the snowball is bigger. So then we don't have a place to lay down with her health issues and everything. So now the snowball is bigger. Now I've got to go to work. And on top of that, I still have a flat tire I haven't gotten changed out yet because I can't find somebody with a jack to let me use. I'm hoping this one girl got off at 5 and she's just on her way home and I can get a jack. We need $265. Anything helps towards you. I don't have AAA, and then, okay, so then we lose our food. Then we're in the car. We got her health issue. She ain't going to be able to stay in that car, but not long at all because of the way she's retaining fluid right now. That's not going to happen. And I can't pull in through these security gates at work and be like, oh, yeah, my wife and my dog's got to stay in the car with me while I'm at work. That's not how, and I'm not saying that to be smart or anything. I'm sorry it kind of came off that way, but it's just like, and then we lose the room, we lose all that other stuff. I can't take her to work with me. I don't have nowhere for her to go. I can't go to work. I can't go to work. They put their boot up my butt and send me out the door. She cannot drive. She has epilepsy. Her doctor has not released her to drive. And I'm sorry about that today. Always in trouble. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally broke down. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired of dealing with these trolls that come in here and act ugly and say all these ugly things to me. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. I apologize for coming off in a ruder manner than normal. Y'all been in here. I'm usually not like this. It's just I'm sitting here looking at the time and I'm about out of time. I have to pay for it all at one time. Carl's burner. I'm beyond exhausted, and like I said, I apologize for coming off this way. If I have a place for her to stay, I can probably get a ride to work. I can probably text somebody and be like, "Hey, come on up here." Um, Hooper, we are not. Lexi Ann, I don't know. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to go back up there and hope maybe they'll work with me a little bit longer. Maybe they'll take what I have on good faith that I'll come up with the rest of it. I don't know. I just know what they told me earlier. And like I said, we keep things to where, unfortunately, life is, we have to stay prepared for stuff like this. Okay, I can't drop her and Juju off at the library. And across the street from where I work is just the road. So I can't park the car on the side of the road and leave her and Juju in the car all day long with no way to get to a bathroom. If I worked around other places that kind of had a situation like that, I answered the carpool thing. But it's let me scroll back up. I missed a couple of things. Less $265 to keep our hotel room. Steve-O, I have not got the tire fixed yet. I'm waiting for this guy's wife, girlfriend, whatever she is, to get home so he can get the jack out the back of his car so I can use it. Being an adult is the stupidest thing I ever did. No, Les, that would cover the whole week. Okay, Kayla. If the car is tore down, we have the or tore up, and we have the hotel. I can get a carpool. I'm not just going to leave her randomly sitting somewhere in a broken down car that can't go anywhere with her health issues outside with her and Juju all day long. And some of y'all was in here last night when we covered all this. Some of y'all wasn't. Some of y'all was, and I sit there and said that it's I don't have anywhere for her to go. I mean, some people was. I wasn't saying you was, Les. I said some people was, and heat. If she gets too hot, heat is a major trigger of her seizures. So, well, one day at a time. I don't have it. So, and I don't know how many times I have to say that. Car doesn't have AC. AC went out in the car back last year, right in the middle of summer. We was sleeping in the car when the AC went out. Yeah, we was sleeping in the car when the AC went out. And again, I apologize for sounding like I have an attitude right now. I'm aggravated. I'm frustrated. I'm exhausted. I'm sleepy, and I apologize. So it's exactly. I mean, and as soon as I get riled up a little bit, and I get frustrated. The numbers jump up. Of course they do. I agree with you, Tennessee girl. Gas over $4 a gallon. We couldn't sit there all day long with the air conditioner running. That's for sure. Hey, how you doing? Again, always in trouble. We've been in a situation to where it's been survival. When we're picking, okay, are we sleeping in a bed tonight? Are we eating today? Or do we get the air conditioner fixed on the car? That's kind of the situation that we been weighing stuff out as. It's like, do we survive, or do we um, go put the car in the shop for 2 or 3 days to get the air conditioner fixed? Spend hundreds of dollars on that, and then I can understand being in Texas. I get that Texas is one hot sob. Uh, you know, Tennessee gets pretty hot too. I know Texas gets really hot, but it's like when you're just barely scraping by rescue. The only thing I can tell you is that the AC blows hot air. Um, and we tried to recharge it with Freon when it started doing that, and it wouldn't take Freon. Lexi Ann, 100%. I tell these awareness people, they all got my information, my payouts. They put 265 in one of them accounts, and I'll be out of their hair forever. I will leave TikTok, not deactivate. I will delete this account. So yeah, and that offer still stands. That little PayPal logo, that V or that little money sign pops up at the top, and that's what it says. It's done. No, no, because this app has become so toxic to me. I can't. If I didn't have to be on it right now to try to get help, y'all wouldn't be seeing me right now. I used to love coming on here when things was good. I used to love coming on here and just talking to our friends and battling and having a good time. But now I don't even like going on here and watching videos. I've put all the people that I stream on here, like I stream Nate Petrowski, and name stuck on my tongue for a second. And a few other people off here, I follow them on Instagram now or Facebook Reels. And it's like I have said here, and people can say what they want to say about it, but I have said here and physically picked my phone up and go live just to talk to people. And me and my wife get on here and enjoy ourselves and get to change, get to shaking and freaking out of not wanting to go live. Always in trouble? I do not. I don't, because I have left TikTok. I left TikTok for a month, and the only thing it did was people started harassing me on Instagram and Facebook. The same trolls. Left it for a month, fending for myself. You know, Goldie, it's going absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. I think you jumped on when I'm about right smack down in the middle of a breakdown. So, you know, so that's, and this proves my point of how pathetic this app is these days. I'm sitting here going through this. I'm having this little breakdown. It's mental. 130 something people will go when everybody was talking about their house payments. I'm sitting here having this little meltdown. 212, and the number's steadily going up. People want to watch somebody go through hard times. They don't always. Always in trouble. They don't stop. Some of them might. Some of them's not going to. Some of them has to keep poking the bear because I'm one of their money sources. Goldie, it's just, hey Hollywood, uh, it's just. I was just saying that when y'all was talking about that, there was 135 people in here watching. I'm having a mild mental breakdown right now, and the number is steadily climbing over 200. So what does that say? What people like to watch? I'm sitting here. I'm about to get off here in just a few minutes and go up front and talk to them about a couple more things, and then AJ, I can sit there and tell you right now that top four, is it top four ways? Yeah, I think it's top four ways. Makes anywhere between $1,200 to $1,800 a week, and that's fact. That is fact, because you can go to tickleap.com and you can look up any creator on here that you want to, and they're within $5 to $10 on it. Go look it up, Les. Go look her up on TickLeap. Joe, I'm needing $265. So, Hollywood Bradley, I have CA, Venmo, and PayPal. It's I can't pay by the night, guys. I have to pay it for the week. I have till 6:30. I made $8 last night, and I that was a good night for us on here now. The job's going good, Joe. No, I don't block people with legit questions. Always in trouble is she goes. That's what I'm gonna go to right now. Um, Hollywood, I'll tag you in it right here because I don't have it posted anywhere. Everybody's already got it. That's reporting it anyway. So, um, 6:30s are supposed to be our checkout time. I'm gonna go up and try to talk to them and see if I can't give them the money that I've got in Goodwill, and hope that they work with me a little bit longer. Hey, Greg, this is my point in how this works. Always in trouble comes in here, and she goes and watches awareness. She talks to them. She communicates with them. Correct. She comes in here and she shows me respect. She talks to me like a person to person, and she's not blocked. She's in here quite a bit of lives, but we're respectful to each other. I'm working. I just had some emergency stuff come up this week that wiped my bank account out. Always in trouble was in here the night that I don't remember the girl's name. If you remember it, uh, please enlighten me always because I don't remember her name. She was from Dr. Dre stuff, the Blue Waffle Mafia. That's what they call themselves. She came in here and had a long conversation with me that was both respectful on both sides, and she left that live not blocked. She left on her own accord. We had our conversation. We said what we wanted to say back and forth to each other. We did it in uh, an adult manner, and she went her own way. So it's the whole come in here with attitude, and yeah, she was very respectful. And did I block her? She stayed in here till she was done talking. So the people who get on here and they're like, you block people for no reason. Oh, I'm blocking people for coming on here with insults, body shaming, and all that stuff right off the bat. Yeah, I let Just Stop already come in here in a box, not in a box, but in a chat like this, and had a conversation with her and kept it as respectful as I could with her. I kept it respectful with her until she um, she stopped being respectful to me. I did always, but we talked it out like two adults. Just like a while ago, you called me out on, hey, you're getting kind of a little attitude. I apologize for that. It's the frustration. The attitude is not meant for one person. It's frustration and me sitting here watching time tick down and, you know, stuff like that, you know. One of the guys that I used to watch on here, he goes out in the woods and he builds the shelters and stuff. I followed him on Instagram then. Yeah, sure did being me. And you know what I also did for that? I apologized. I apologized several times. I'm not going to do it again. I apologized publicly on the live, and to just stop when she was in the live at night. I told her, I was like, you can accept this or not, and I apologize. And she goes, I choose not to accept it. So now, y'all keep wanting to bring up stuff that was done over a year ago before I started trying to change my life and everything. Someone wants to come in here and make their opinion about me and help me out, that is great. If they don't, that's their decision. Yeah, I agree it was horrible. But you know what? I was man enough to apologize about it, but they have yet once apologized for body shaming me, making these pictures about me, making these transgender jokes that I'm transitioning, spreading the rumor that I'm finally coming out of the closet. They have yet to say one apology to any of that. You know what they do? I can't control everybody. Or you run a page that's all that stuff is on. You can control what's being posted. And well, I didn't see it, liar. You went and laughed at it.
I really did. It's something overwhelming.
It's been overwhelming for the last 3 hours for me. I've just been able to hold it together, and it's just it's 5:47 where I'm at, Pinky. We're all not on the same time, buddy. Yep, I'm in Tennessee. Wendy, I don't have it. I got $75 of it. I'm about to go talk to them here in just a second, and hope they have some mercy on me. We'll take that, and you know that's what I'm about to do. That's all I have to my name. Samantha, you can't see me for safety reasons. I people has caused too much BS in my life from being able to see me and everything else. Thank you for that. And like I said, I'll try my best to be transparent with everybody. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. That puts us up to 77, 263 away. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. One day at a time. Not in Western Tennessee. It's not 5:49. Thank you, Triple G. I'll try to let everybody know one way or another. I got somebody want to argue with me now that my it's not 550 here, it's 650.
Oh, God bless America.
I can't. I've said 100 times, Shisha, since you've been in here, I can't pay daily. I have to pay it by the week. I'm gonna hope that they will take. I don't know what a sheet store is, so I'm gonna guess we don't have one. Thank you, Bradley. I feel like I feel like I don't know that question, that answer, Roadkill. I've never been to a Wawa either, so we're gonna find out. Yeah, it really is. You go to East Tennessee, it's they're an hour before us. You come to West Tennessee, we're an hour behind them. Yeah, so oh, I'm sorry one day because it came off. Somebody had just said it was 5:49. She said it was 5:49, and you said not in Western Tennessee. I'm in West Tennessee, where it's the exact time that she said it was, or 5:48. So that doesn't sound like uh, you was defending me. It sounded like you was arguing with her. So okay, well then I will apologize to you because you said that right after she said 5:48, and you was like not in Western Tennessee. So I didn't see the other one. I seen somebody saying it was something. It was 6 something that I missed it. I responded to them. Then she said 5:48. Then you said no, not in West Tennessee. I misunderstood that as you was arguing with her. Yeah, bad timing. Greg, roses do any gifts gives money, um, but not instantly. Um, Juju's like, quit, Dad. I get talking with my hands, and Juju keeps getting these back chops, really light back chops, and she's loving it. Anything that is sent from today to next Sunday, I would get paid out next Wednesday. It's like I think this coming Wednesday, I got like an $8 payout. Um, so, but yeah, 3 roses is a penny. So it's like it takes a lot of roses to equal money. But guys, I'm getting off here. I'm going up to talk to the manager and everything. I just seen her go back by my window going up front. So that's what I was waiting on. I was waiting to watch her go back up there because going up there and she's not there, I don't want to sit in those god awful uncomfortable chairs waiting on her. So either way it goes, I'll get back on here and give you guys a heads up on what's going on. So we're just going to hope and pray. Um, go from there, guys. Thank everybody for the help. Thank you all for the double taps. Thank you all for the gifts. I still say it's a shame that the numbers jumped up 100 when I had my little mental breakdown. And that'll be the videos that they make. So, um, so we'll go from there. I'll let you guys know something.
wait a minute, y'all. This